Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. I'm here on the 30-minute chart to give you a quick idea of what's going on here on the smaller time frame. And yeah, Bitcoin continues to be in the range. If you're interested, by the way, in the bigger picture, the larger time frame, I already uploaded a video on X earlier today to explain the daily and weekly charts, including some important indicators like the RSI, the MACD, moving averages, and so on. So check it out. That is visible, and you can, well, it's available on X, so check it out. Sometimes you get videos there sooner, sometimes additional videos like this one. So yeah, I'll put the link in the comment section. If you check it out, then you'll also be informed about the larger time frames in case you're missing the context. Yeah, we get new viewers every single day, and it can make sense to also, yeah, be very well informed about the bigger picture, because context is everything. So I'll put the link in the comment section. Feel free to follow us there as well for a lot of additional updates that you won't see if you're only following here on YouTube. So we are currently, as I said, on the 30-minute chart. There are basically two pathways that I'm following here on the 30-minute chart. These are the two most probable ones, and both of them still allow for further downside. This has become even clearer this week and, well, end of last week and this week, because any movement to the upside kind of died after three waves. So this was a three-wave move and we came down again. So not possible to form five up. Then this three-wave move turned into a larger three-wave move and couldn't form five waves, so died again, right? This again, by the way, this move up, and this really affects the micro level if we zoom in a bit. And this is also educational for you to, just understand what to watch out for when you're observing these structures yourselves. My goal here on this channel is also to educate. So while what a lot of analysis providers will do, they will just give you the analysis, that's it. But I know we have a lot of people here who want to learn Elliott Wave, and I want to make you analysts as well. So I always provide education in the videos as well. So I want to explain to you what to watch out for, because this bounce yesterday, when I made the video late yesterday, we saw a bounce. Okay, nice, but this bounce that started ended again as a three-wave pattern. So it died again. Like, three waves up don't give you confirmation for a reversal to the upside. And now what do we see here? It's another three-wave move. I mean, out of the movements that I showed you, all of them were just corrective. At some point, maybe it can continue. But you see that three-wave structures, typically when let's say you have impulses and you have corrective structures and also diagonals. I don't want to go there now, but basically five waves indicate the trend direction, and three waves indicate the market is still very, very fragile. The bulls aren't clearly leading. So when we have that pattern, it's a pattern. When we have a pattern in which the market can only rally in three waves, and then we see quite sharp declines like this one, it is just a warning. It just indicates that the bulls are not ready yet. So in the yellow scenario that we are following, and I said we are following two pathways in the short term, right? And both lower is likely. In the yellow scenario, we're likely forming here an A, B, C structure, and the market could get towards, or could take us first of all back towards the lows of last week, but then 96K, which is here the next larger degree Fib level. And I said for the yellow scenario, in which we got rejected at the resistance area on Tuesday at around 107,300, in this yellow scenario, the market could now, could have topped in three waves and we could get another low. And I have a micro resistance area on the chart, which gives us an idea of, what are the parameters of that yellow scenario. And that resistance area is between 103,678 and $106,159. That's our micro resistance area here. And so as long as the bounce is a three-wave move and we get rejected in resistance, the move to the downside is probably most likely, right? At least I'm going to watch today this Fibonacci resistance area. But what is it for? Well, it's not a guarantee that we get rejected there, but we already did. But for now, of course, this could grind higher, but there's nothing that tells me it will. Of course, there is a wave count in orange, which just shows us the potential of the market to grind from a normal 3-wave move, yeah, to transform back into a larger 3-wave move, A, B, C. And we could simply test the upper resistance area again. If that happens, it should probably happen from the support area where we had a reaction. So the market, I don't think, has decided yet, because also the pullback ended as a 3-wave move. So I think there is scope, there is room for higher, but we first would need to see how the price, or that the price breaks above initial micro resistance, this initial pivot, which would open the door to a test of the upper resistance area between $107,310 and $112,406. This is simply upper resistance. It's relevant because in this upper resistance range, we could then get a completion of orange wave C of B. I'm quite neutral which one is playing out. I mean, normally would say yellow seems a bit more likely, but this would be even clearer. Had we seen 5 waves down, the pullback ended as a 3-wave move. So I cannot really take a clear stance because I don't have a 5-wave move in any direction. And Elliott Wave is a trend trading system. No, it's not a trading system. It's a method of market analysis to identify trends. But because we don't have on this time frame here a clear 5-wave move, we don't really know yet that the yellow B wave has topped, or if the orange C wave is playing out. You know, had we seen also from this low, from the Wednesday low, a micro 5-wave move up, it would be more clearly the orange count. So that's how we can distinguish. Therefore, I'm quite neutral on this time frame, on this wave degree. However, as I said, the larger degree trend still seems to be down, and any bounce seems to be a 3-wave move up. So I'm overall looking for at least another low, but that could involve a larger B wave before it happens. Also, I think it's important to understand that without a break above resistance, you know, that there's just nothing that's more bullish that could play out. Of course, yeah, because people always ask, of course there are scenarios that can take the price to all-time highs from here. Anything is always possible in financial markets. And I don't think it makes sense to be like aggressively bearish. Yeah. But at the same time, we haven't found support yet. It's just clear that the area, and I talked about it every single day in the last few weeks, it's clear that the support area around 100K is very, very strong. So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, yeah, also follow us now on X. I'll leave a link in the comment section. As I said, there are additional updates that you can find here that you won't find if you only follow on YouTube. Hope to see you there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.